Scene 1. Victory and Defeat. In Dunsinane Castle, King Duncan of Scotland was waiting for news. His soldiers, led by his most loyal generals, Macbeth and Banquo, were fighting a rebel army nearby. The doors to the throne room crashed open, and Duncan's son staggered in, supporting a wounded warrior.
Father, they have just come from the battlefield.
What's news?
Victory, sire, thanks to your General Macbeth.
Lord Ross, go to Macbeth and tell him I shall reward him for his bravery.
It will be done, my lord.
Scene 2. The Witches. Meanwhile, Macbeth and his friend Banquo were arriving from the battlefield. All at once, a mist sprang up, swirling around them, and the sky grew dark. Macbeth pulled up with a yell of fright. In front of them, 3 figures loomed out of the mist. They were witches, all dressed in black cloaks.
Are you alive? Are you something that a man can believe? You seem you look like women, but your appearance won't let me believe that.
Speak if you can. What are you?
All hail Macbeth! Hail to you, Thane of Glamis! All hail Macbeth! Thane of Cawdor!
All hail Macbeth, who will be king in the future.
Ha ha ha! You have treated my noble friend by his current title and predict a future of additional noble titles and the promise of becoming king. If you can look into the future and say what will happen, then speak to me.
You're lesser than Macbeth, but also greater. Not so happy, yet much happier.
Your descendants will be kings, though you will not be king. So all hail Macbeth and Banquo.
Wait, you have not told me everything. Tell me more.
Fair is foul and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and fill the air.
The witches vanish. Scene 3. Ross enters.
Macbeth, the king was happy to learn of your success. The king told me to call you Thane of Cawdor. Thane, most worthy Thane, for that title is now yours.
What? Can the devil speak the truth?
Glamis and a Thane of Cawdor, with the biggest part of the prophecy yet to come. Thanks for your efforts in bringing this news. Are you starting to believe that your children might be kings, so that the witches who said I would be Thane of Cawdor promised they would be?
If you believe them, then it seems you might eventually become king, not just Thane of Cawdor. But all of this is strange. They win us over by telling us truth about unimportant things, only to betray us when the consequences are most terrible.
If fate wants me to become a king, well, maybe the fate will give me the throne without me having to do anything at all.
Scene 4. Lady Macbeth instigates. Enters Macbeth, throws his sword and helmet aside, greets Lady Macbeth.
Great Thane of Glamis and noble Thane of Cawdor, you'll be greater than both when you become king. Your letter has transported me beyond the present moment, and all its ignorance of what will come makes me feel like the future is here now.
Duncan will be here tonight.
And when does he leave?
Tomorrow, according to his plans.
That will never happen. Look like an innocent flower, but be the snake that hides beneath it. Allow me to manage everything tonight, because the events of this night will bring a soul mastery and power for all our nights and days to come.
Scene 5. Death in the Night. The great hall of Inverness Castle rang with music and laughter. At the end of the table, King talked with Lady Macbeth. Meanwhile, Macbeth stood alone in the moonlit courtyard. His mind was made up. King Duncan would die. He just wished it was over and done with. However, he was in a dilemma.
The king trusts me twice. First, I'm his kinsman and his subject. Second, I'm his host and should be closing the door for any murderer rather than trying to murder him myself. Besides, Duncan has been such a humble leader, so honest and free from corruption.
Lady Macbeth enters.
We will go no further with this plan. He has recently honored me and have earned all the good opinions of all sorts of people.
What? Were you drunk when you were last so hopeful? Did you then go to sleep and wake up sick and pale in fear of what we had planned earlier? Are you afraid to act on your desires? Now, the time and place are perfect. Just get a hold of your courage and we won't fail. We'll kill him when he's asleep.
I am convinced. Now I'll use all my strength to achieve this great and terrible thing.
కింద బ్లూ ఉంది వాడిచ్చేది కూడా బ్లూ ఇష్టం బ్లూ రిఫ్లెక్ట్ మళ్ళీ బ్లూ ఫేస్ అంతా షేడ్స్ అయిపోతున్నది వాడు వేరే వామ్ కలర్ కానీ లేకపోతే డార్క్ ప్రొఫెషనల్ సెటప్ కాదు.
The next morning, the castle woke to a terrible howl from Duncan's room. Murder, murder. In silence, the lords stared at their dead king.
Scene 6. To kill a friend. A week had passed. Macbeth sat alone in the great throne room at Dunsinane Castle, thinking after Duncan's murder, Prince Malcolm had gone missing, and the lords had crowned Macbeth instead. He was the king. Now he had everything he wanted, but he wasn't happy. He was thinking of Banquo. Banquo knew about the witches. What if he guessed who killed Duncan? There was only one solution. Banquo would have to die too. Macbeth rang for his servant.
Listen closely. Tonight I'm holding a feast for all my lords. Find Banquo and make sure that he never arrives.
Scene 7. The hallucination. Macbeth, now king, is hosting a feast. He looked around at the happy guests. Then he froze. There, at the end of the table, stood Banquo. Macbeth stumbled to his feet and cried out in fear.
Macbeth saw the ghost of Banquo and trembled with fear. Though in reality, there was no ghost. It was merely his hallucination.
Oh, utter nonsense! Shame on you! Why are you making such faces? There's no ghost here.
Go! Get out of my sight! Your bones have no marrow. Your blood is cold. The eyes with which you are looking at me have no power of sight.
Everyone except Macbeth and Lady Macbeth exit.
I'll go see the witches tomorrow. They'll tell me more.
Scene 8. 3 prophecies. The wind howled across the moor and rain fell in thick sheets.
I need to speak to you, witches. Where are you?
At once they appeared.
What's to become of me?
Be our master, the Lord of Fire. We are nothing until Burner Woods come to Dunsinane Castle.
Fear no man that was born of a woman.
Then I really have nothing to fear. Every man was born of a woman, even Macduff.
The witches faded into the rain and were gone. Macduff disclosed the secret to Malcolm that his father, King Duncan, was killed by Macbeth. Malcolm was just recovering from the shock when Macduff is informed by Lord Ross that the tyrant Macbeth had killed his wife and children. At this point, Malcolm decides to confront Macbeth.
Scene 9. Macbeth's Last Stand. As the army advanced towards Dunsinane Castle, hidden behind their shield of leaves, it seemed as if the great forest itself was moving. From the battlements, Banquo, Macbeth watched in panic. Just as the witches had promised, Birnam Wood was coming to Dunsinane. Furthermore, the guard brings the news that Lady Macbeth is dead.
She would have died eventually anyway. That the news was bound to come at some point. Bring me my sword. I don't care if Birnam Wood has come to Dunsinane. No man can kill me. Open the gates.
The battle was fierce, but within minutes, Malcolm's soldiers had taken over the castle. Everywhere, men lay dying. Macduff crept down a corridor hunting for Macbeth. Finally, he spots him.
Tyrant, show your face.
You can't kill me. No one born of a woman can hurt me.
Then prepare to die, you murderer, for I was never born. I was cut from my mother's dead body.
So the witches tricked me. Very well. At least I'll die fighting.
The two men fought like demons. Their swords flashed through the air and clashed against each other. In a moment, Macbeth lay dead on the ground where his greed for power had brought him. His bloody deeds had led to the bloodiest offense.
Macbeth serves as a powerful exploration of the themes peace, justice and strong institution, Sustainable Development Goal 16, Gender Equality, Sustainable Development Goal 5, Good Health and Well-being, Sustainable Development Goal 15, Life on Land, that align with these Sustainable Development Goals. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the classic drama Macbeth by William